Today I am going to give y'all my predictions for this weekend's race at the Richmond International Raceway. This weekend's race at Richmond is going to be very special for a lot of reasons. One being that it's a playoff race and everything's important and stage points are very crucial. But two being the playoffs kicked off this past weekend at Darlington and we saw tons of drivers getting involved in wrecks, and we see the 34 car of Michael McDowell, the 24 car of William Byron, the 18 car of Kyle Busch, and the 48 car of Alex Bowman below the cut line. Yes, I'm saying that. All the drivers are below the cut line, and they got some serious ground to make up, and it all starts at Richmond, and I expect things to go a little crazy this weekend. But I'm also going to do a Pick 5 contest. If you're new to the channel and wondering, how does that work? It's totally free. All you're going to do is go down below to the comment section and type in who you think will finish in the top 5. If you go 5 for 5, you get an autograph of your choice. And if you go 4 for 5, you get an unsigned hero card. But if you win, you got to do one of the following. DM me at Twitter, WBlackwell72, or simply email me at wblackwell6426@gmail.com. And that's if you were to win. But also go check out Winning Bets, JB Race News Reviews, and Righteous Redneck. Wow, a minute 30? That's enough said right here. But let's get started.
Ryan Priest, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
Before I give y'all my predictions for this weekend's race at Richmond, I am going to have to talk about this past weekend's race, which was held at the Darlington Raceway. But where do I start? A lot of things happened here, and I do not want to miss nothing. But let's go back to the green flag. We had the 12 car of Ryan Blaney leading the field to the green flag. And early on, Blaney was struggling. And we saw the 1 car of Kurt Busch, the 5 car of Kyle Larson, all come into the picture. And they started running away with it. And a competition caution happened. And it bunched the field back up. And then shortly after that caution came out, we saw the 48 car of Alex the Showman Bone wrecking into the wall, having a lot of damage on both sides of the car, hurting him aerodynamically, but he continued on for the time being. But shortly after they restarted, correct me if I'm wrong, the 34 car was turned and he wrecked and he was out of the race. Heartbreaker there, winning the Daytona 500, making it into the playoffs, and your first race in the playoffs, you wreck out very early. Heartbreaker. But after that, they went back to racing. Things kind of calmed down, but we did see another Hendrick car wrecking, Chase Elliott to be exact. And then we saw William Byron, but also Kyle Busch wrecked. And this is very interesting what happened here. When he wrecked, he said it was killed. And when it means the driver says it's killed, it's done, over with. But the team will always like to have that car in the pit box so they can look at it and review it and possibly see if they can fix it. And Kyle Busch was not having none of that, and he went straight to the trailer. But what was interesting was he went, and there was like a garage. In front of the garage, it was blocked with cones. Kyle Busch ran them over, and he nearly hit a couple of crew members from other teams and journalists and stuff like that. Caught my attention. I thought it was kind of funny in a way or two, but his interview was hilarious. He dropped tons of bombs here left and right. He wasn't too pleased, but he has a ton of ground to make up at Richmond, and Richmond is a decent track for Kyle Busch, so I would expect him to do really well. But the race continued on, and we saw tons of comers and goers, especially when the transition went to night. But when it went to night, we saw the 11 car come to life. Denny Hamlin ran away with it, but also the 42 car of Ross Chastain chased him down. But let's talk about the finish before I get into the top 5. The finish was spectacular. One of the best of the season. I think it was the second best behind the Pocono, where we saw Kyle Larson blowing a tire, Alex Bowman getting by him. Just blew my mind that that happened. But this weekend, Kyle Larson was chasing him, but it seemed like he couldn't get a good run off of turn 4, but he could get going in 1 and 2, but it evened out every lap or two. And it kind of got annoying after a while. But at the end, Kyle Larson said, to hell with it. He went down to turns 3 and 4. and he said he drive it like a video game, and a video game is you just drive it into the wall and hope it sticks and right around the corner. And that's what he did. He gave one heck of an effort, and he did not make it go through properly, but he did manage to have a big run, and Hamlin just narrowly beat him at the line. Saying that, Denny Hamlin won his first race of the 2021 season. Kyle Larson following a suit, finishing second. Third place will be the 42 car of Ross Chastain. Fourth place would be the 19 car of Martin Truex Jr. And Martin Truex Jr., man, he would have had this race won for one of two things. One, 10 more laps of racing. But two, he did not have all them penalties on pit road. That was costly for him at Darlington. But Truex blew many opportunities. And rounding out your top five would be the 4 car of Kevin Harvick. Like I said in my playoff prediction video, Kevin Harvick's 2021 regular season is irrelevant. That does not mean nothing. He can still go out there and win a championship. And going home fifth at Darlington, that's a great sign for all you Harvick fans. And my driver of the week, a lot of people might say, man, it's going to go to Ross Chastain or Kevin Harvick. They struggled this year and finally got a top 5 after a while. But no, it's going to Corey LaJoie. Corey LaJoie finished 15th, and that might not sound too good, but the equipment he is in is capable of finishing 25th place at the highest on an average a weekend. But this weekend, 15th at Darlington, you're deserving driver of the week, and LaJoie was inside the top 10 for most of stage 2, so give credit where it's due. Corey LaJoie, you drove one heck of a race. This weekend, the Cup Series heads out to Richmond to race at the Richmond International Raceway. The teams headed out here back in early April, and we saw some intense side-by-side action racing. And fingers crossed to see more of that this weekend. And this weekend's race, though, is very important. I said it earlier in the intro of the video. Darlington happened this past weekend, the playoff opening race. We saw tons of wrecks going on. Michael McDowell, William Byron, Kyle Busch, and Alex Bowman find themselves below the cut line. And a lot of them are out by a couple of points, but McDowell is down by 20-something. And that's a long way to go. And that's stretching it out for a front row car. And they're going to have to start going in the right direction at Richmond if they're wanting to advance into the next round. And McDowell, there's no way in, he's going to win a race. But so he's going to have to point his way in. And it all starts at Richmond. A top 15 finish would be crucial. And we'll see how things go there for Michael McDowell. But winning this Saturday night's race at Richmond will be the 11 car of Denny Hamlin, winning back-to-back races in the 2021 season. He is starting to heat up here, and he will go home at his home track and win. But finishing runner-up to him at Richmond will be the 5 car of Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson has been spectacular on the short tracks this year and his 750 horsepower package, and I expect him to be up front, leading tons of laps and at least winning one stage. But rounding out your top 3 will be the 19 car of Martin Truex Jr. Truex has won this race in the past many times, so keep an eye on him. You can never count Truex out, especially at a short track with the 750 horsepower package. But 4th place will be the 22 car of Joey Logano. And rounding out your top 5 will be the 18 car of Kyle Busch. And Kyle Busch is desperate for a great run here at Richmond. He is below the cut line, but not by a lot, but he is out below it. So a good run at Richmond going into a track called the Bristol Motor Speedway, where Kyle Busch is well known as the favorite. Things can go really good there, but it all starts at Richmond, building up momentum. But my dark horse for this weekend, I kind of hinted at it earlier, will be the 34 car of Michael McDowell. He is not going to win the race by any means, and I think he will come home inside the top 15 and grab some valuable points. And I expect a couple contenders to wreck here at Richmond. It wouldn't surprise me to see about 3 or 4 of them similar to Darlington. It's going to be crazy. It's a short track. Tempers will flare, and we'll see a lot of anger go on. And one person to keep your eye on that I think is going to struggle this weekend is going to be the 24 car of William Byron. But hopefully I'm wrong. But man, momentum has not been on his side since Michigan, where he narrowly lost the race to Ryan Blaney. Heartbreaker for him, but things are going to get interesting. But everybody, though, remember to please like and subscribe. And comment down below your top 5 to be entered in this weekend's Pick 5 contest. And also go check out Winning Bets, JB Racing News Reviews, and Righteous Trending. Everyone have a great one. Please like and subscribe.